Greetings to the Chancellor, the Vice Chancellor, Chairperson of Council, Campus Rector, Deans, and my fellow graduates. Let me start by congratulating all of you for making it this far, for attaining your ultimate goal of walking into the doors of Walter Sisulu University. I'd like to quote one of the revolutionaries of our time, Utatu Robert Mangaliso Sobukwe. When he was addressing the issue of education, he said, "To us, education means service to Africa. In any institution of high learning, you are there for Africa." He was suggesting that Africa had been lacking the types of services it needed for her emancipation. Unfortunately, it does not take an intellectual to see that even today in our generation, that Africa is unserviced and it faces a number of surging elements of poverty, unemployment, and landlessness, just to mention a few. So in essence, Usobukwe says, for Africa to be serviced, the primary objective for all of us, we have been privileged to participate in that journey. One renowned scholar and social philosopher, best known for his classical analysis of colonization and decolonization, Frantz Fanon, he once said, "Every generation must discover its mission, fulfill it or betray it." And I say to you, sons and daughters, your mission was to acquire education. Now you must fulfill it by servicing the relevant services to Africa. Do not make the mistake of leaving this institution with only a certificate but not an education. In the years you have spent here, most of us are not walking away with our certificates but are walking away with debt statements. This is because we are slaves in the land whereby we should be masters. We are paying rent in a land whereby we should be collecting rent. And this is because the system of education in Africa does not have the best interest of African people. It is for this reason that the call for free education is neither misguided or irrational. It is the unpretentious struggle that should never be postponed or abandoned. I stand here as the first female premier in the Komani campus, and that on its own brings a very sensitive motion of patriarchy versus feminism. I say today to every lady, you have made it. Believe in yourself. Believe in the power of your abilities, and believe that you are too strong to be forced to succumb to the social norms that women are subjected to. The society we grew up in made us believe that we should be submissive and be second-class citizens, and this is a fallacy that we should reject completely. To the gentlemen, we need you. We need you to love and to protect us. We must and shall feel safe in your hands. You must put a complete stop to gender-based violence and change how society views men. You are the future. And lastly, congratulations to all of you sons and daughters of the soil. Stand up and be continued. Aluta continue.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished graduates, it would have been my preference to speak to you in person. I would have loved to witness the smiles, the laughter, the ululation, the dances, the tears of joy, the tears of achievement, the tears of finally touching the summit. But here we are in the world of masks and sanitizers. These are strange times. COVID-19 means we only speak via the screens, and the joys of each and every one of us in your achievement can only be imagined. I also feel a singular sense of pride knowing that I too was once in your shoes at this exact same university, and not so very long ago. Then I had no idea what lay ahead of me, but I had no cause for diffidence. WSU, UNITRA as we knew it then, had laid the foundation for a solid future. It was not that things would be presented on a platter. Nothing ever is. WSU, however, had instilled something unique, intangible, something that no one could take away from me. It was the sense that everything is possible, that you are born of struggle, that you know how to fight, that you know how to overcome the odds. You find hope in all situations. You find hope even where the situation appears hopeless. It is this belief that I hope WSU has given you in your journey of your qualifications. This is a unique gift of WSU education. It cannot be taken away from you. I ask you to look back at your family, your extended family, your friends, not to stall your progress, but to enrich it. It is to the future where you are going. You do not know what it holds, but you have the power to shape it, to design it as you wish. Take it, it belongs to you. You will be what you make of yourself. The university has provided you with the technical tools of navigation. Use them. They will open the road for you, and these tools will carry you half of the way. They will not take you to the full distance though. You will need a lot more than a university degree in this journey of life. Old-fashioned traits will take you where the university qualifications cannot. Things you learned from your grandmother who did not have a chance to get to university. Compassion, kindness, probity, truth, honesty, decency. It is these attributes that society needs, now perhaps more than ever. Your education should not replace them, but it should illuminate them in each one of you. I am personally proud of you. You should be proud of yourselves too. You have achieved what many thought was not attainable. You will still achieve more. We welcome you to the community of WSU alumni. There are many of us. We look forward to having you as one of the graduates. We hope that you will do better than us. WSU is focused on playing a special role in the country. We remain an access university, but we also want to be a technology-focused university. That means integrating our faculty offerings with technology. You will be the leaders in this new, fascinating enterprise. Zenilibambe lingachoni. Look after yourselves, look after each other. Many, many congratulations once again.
Walter Sisulu, University Chancellor, Chairperson of Council, and members of the Council, Vice Chancellor and Principal, Executive Management, Convocation and graduates, greetings. It is indeed with great honor to propose a vote of thanks after such an incredible graduation ceremony of students from both faculties. Well, an event like this cannot happen overnight. It requires planning and a bird's eye for details. We have been privileged enough to be supported by a team of very motivated and dedicated colleagues of Walter Sisulu University. These are people who know their job, which has resulted in this phenomenal graduation. I also wish to express my thinking about how far we have each come, both individually and as a group. We have grown physically. We have grown from strength to strength. As Arnold Schwarzenegger once aptly said, strength does not come from winning. Your struggles develop your strengths. When you go through hardships and decide not to surrender, that is strength. Our time here has been not a walk in the park. We faced many challenges that we had to overcome. I am sure all conquered, that is, class of 2021, has been resilient. We survived the COVID-19 pandemic and its worst part of the second wave. As Khalil Gibran reminds us that, out of suffering have emerged the strongest souls. The most massive characters are seared with scars. I ask that you follow dreams and do what makes you happy. Strive to be the best version of yourself. Be phenomenal or be forgotten. Siyabulela, Enkosi.
Israeli By virtue of the powers vested in me as the Vice-Chancellor and Principal of Walter Sisulu University, I hereby dissolve this congregation.